Hello, this is the second part of the banking exercise. This is exercise number 2 in ML Agarwal in the ICSC syllabus of class 10. So there are, you see in the first video that we are doing the basic formulas and we are actually performing the number 1 and number 3 sums. Today we are supposed to do the rest of the sums, that is from 2 to number 11. So these sums are given in the Google Doc, so that will be shared in the description box. So if you have any problem or if you don't have ML Agarwal book, you can consult with the description box so that you can get the questions and then try to solve it your own way. If you don't get the answer is given here in the red ink, and if you don't get the answer, then you see the video. So try to follow the each and every sum, pause it and try to solve in your own way. If you don't get, then only you can see, that will be for your own benefit, that will actually create your own conception. So the question 2 is that Sonia had a recurring deposit account in a bank and deposited rupees 600 per month for 2.5 years. If the rate of interest is given 10%, find the maturity. So as earlier I told you that you have to write all the given parameters and also the unknown what you have to find out. So here the given parameter is the per month installment is rupees 600, rate is given 10% per annum. Number of transaction is 2.5 months, means 2.5 months into 12, that is 30 months, and you have to find out the amount. So the formula for I, as you know that it will be this. So this is the formula for I, and if you find out the formula for I is equal to 1 by 100, that is the same as I is equal to simple interest formula. I is equal to PRT by 100. Only difference is that P changed to PM, that is the per month installment. Rate becomes per month, that's why R by 12, and number of transactions changed to N into N plus. If you don't know how it is come, you should consult my first video of banking. We put the values what are given. PM is 600, rate is 10%, number of transaction N is 30. If you cancel it, you got 5 into 15 into 31, and ultimately you got the interest value is 2,325. So what will be the amount? Amount will be the total amount deposited in the bank, that is N number of transaction into per month installment plus the interest. So it will be 30 into 600 plus the interest. So it will give you rupees 20,325. Now try to do your own way the number 4 sum. If you don't get the answer, then see the next portion. That is, Hanif has a cumulative bank account and deposit rupees 600 per month for a period of 4 years. If you get 5,880 as the interest at the time of maturity, find the rate of interest. So what they are given per month installment, rate of interest is, you have to find out number of transaction 4 years mean 48 months, and interest is given as 5,880. Same logic here, we have to find out R because R is unknown. So just cross multiply it. R will become what? 100 into I. 12 and 2 are that in the denominator. So they will be changed to the numerator side, and per month installment will be coming to the denominator, and N into N by 1. This will be the in the denominator. So if you put it, cancelled it, you got I. R is equal to 10. That means the rate of interest is 10% per annum. Now pause for a moment, do it in your own way. Number 5, if you don't get same logic, put the values, what are they given? They given in case of the 5, they given the rate of interest you have to find out. Per month installment is 300, amount is here is changed to 7,725, rate of interest we have to find out. So the doing by the same way, we got the rate of interest will be 7% per annum. Now number 6, Mr. Gupta opened a recurring deposit account in a bank. He deposit rupees 2,500 per month for 2 years. Maturity value is 67,500. Total interest earned and the rate of interest per annum. So PM is given. Number of installment will be 2 years in 24 months. Total amount maturity value is 67. So from that we are actually trying to find out the what is the interest he earned. Interest formula will be a formula, we know the amount will be number of installment into installment value plus the interest. So from that putting the value we got the interest. Total interest earned will be 7,500. This is the first answer. Doing in a similar way as the previous sum, we got the rate as 12% per annum. Hope you understand. If you don't understand this, go to the previous sums, do it in your own way, see the video, do it and clear the concept. Then I hope you can do it. It is a simple sum. And number 7, Saruk opened a recurring deposit account in a bank and deposited rupees 800 per month for a period. Just they are changing these values, nothing else. So here the number of years changed. In the previous case, it will be 1 year. Now it is 1.5 years. 1.5 years means 18 months. Number of installment is changed to 800. Amount also changed to 15,084. So just put the values. We got what is the total interest on. That should be 15,084 minus the 14,400. How 14,400 comes? It is very simple. We just multiplied the number of installment, that is 18, into the per month installment is 800. So it will be 14,400. Subtract from 15,084, we got 684. We put the values in the respective variables, and from that we got the rate of interest as 6%. Number 8 is Rekha opened a recurring deposit account for 20 months. Just change 20 months from 18 months to 21. Rate of interest here is given 9% per annum. Rekha received. Total interest is 441. At the time of maturity, find the amount Rekha deposit. That is the per month installment amount you have to find out. So that will be the question mark. Other things are given in is 20 months. I is 441, rate of interest 9% per annum. Put it in the I's formula and cancelled it. We got Rekha deposit as per month installment as 280 rupees per month. Now number 9. Mohan has a recurring deposit account in a bank for 2 years at 6% per annum simple interest. If he gets 1200 interest on the maturity, find the monthly installment, the amount of the maturity. Same logic. Logic is remain the same. Uh, I we have to find out. I is given. What we have to find out? We have to find out the per month installment and the amount. So doing by the previous procedure, we put the variables values and try to, what is the subject of formula? Subject formula is per month installment, PM. So we write PM in the left hand side and we got 100I, cross multiply it, just 100 into I, R and 2 are go to the numerator, and rate of interest R becomes in the denominator, N in plus 1 in the denominator. So in the numerator there is 100, I, 12 and 2. In the denominator there is only R and N into N plus 1. Put the respective value. R is how much? 6. I is 1200 and N is 24. Cancelled it. We got 800. So 800 is the deposit value per month, the monthly installment. So what will be the amount formula? Amount formula is number of transaction into monthly installment plus interest. So number of installment is 24. That's a 24 into 800 plus what is the interest? 1200 rupees. So if you add and multiply, we got 19,200 plus 1,200. That is 20,400 is the amount on maturity. So there are two answers, 800 and 20,400. Now number 10. So number 10, and number 11 is a tricky sum. So they may be done in a other way. You can do it in the other way also, but they are a little bit tough sums. So 10 is Mr. R.K. Nair gets rupees 6,455 at the end of 1 year. That is the maturity value is given. A is given. At the rate of 14%, rate of interest is also given 14%. Number of transactions is 1 year. 1 year means it is 12. Find the monthly installment. You have to find the PM. But here there is two unknown things. One is I and the other one is also PM. So we are trying to put in the previous method. A, the formula of A is NPM plus I. Put the value. We don't know the value of PM. So we take it as PM. You may take it as X also. You can let the monthly installment be rupees X. So it will be 12X. So I take it as PM. You may take as X, Y, whatever you like. So from that we get the value of I in terms of the monthly installment 6,455 minus 12 PM or 12X. Now write the formula of I and put the respective values. Here also PM is remain. So in the both side there is one variable PM or X. So we change the two variable system into one variable so that within one equation we can solve it. So if you cross multiply it, cancel it, if you simplify it, we easily get the value of per month installment as 500. It is a little bit tough sums because cancellation is a tough one. So that's why we got PM is equal to rupees 500. So this is the RK Nair deposited rupees 500 per month. Now the last sums, it is also very tough sums. Samita has a recurring deposit account in a bank for rupees 2,000 per month at the rate of 10% per annum. What is given per month value is 2,000. Amount she got 83,100. Number of transactions, that is sorry, time is you have to find out. Rate of interest is 10%. Doing in the similar way, we got A is equal to NPM plus I. I is also not given. So I value will also, we have to change it into single variable. So I here is also changed into N parameters. 83,100 minus 2,000 I. Now we write the formula for I. I is 1 by 100 PM R by 12 in it. So now put the value of PM is 2000 given, R is 10, so 10 by 12, N we don't know, so N into N plus 1 by 2. So now if you cancelled it, you in the right hand side you got what? 100 and 2000, two zeros will be cancelled, so it will be 20 into 10 by 12 into 2. So if you cancel with 4, 4 3s are 12 and 4 5s are 20. 2 5s are 10. So that means in the numerator, other than the variable n, there will be 5 into 5, that is 25, and in the denominator there is only 3. So what we can do to make it the number, try to make the number small so that the calculation becomes little bit easier. So what we got, since they are all end with, in the left hand side, the all two numbers are end with 0 0. That means they should be a multiplier of 100. That means they should be a multiplier of 25. So that's why we can take 25 as common. So if you take 25 as common, 83,100 become 3,324 and 2,000 become 80. Now shift this 25 by 3 in the left hand side. So what we got, we have to denominator goes to the numerators. That means 25 into 3 divided by 25. 25 by 25 get cancelled, so it will remain only 3. Now multiply it, we got what? 3 into 3324 becomes 9972. 3 into 80 becomes 240 n. Shift them to in the same side so that we got a equation. That equation is not simple because it dealing with a large number. So 241n middle term break to n square plus 241n minus n 72. So that means you can do with a Siddharacharya's formulas or you can do by your own way. That means this by this method, or can be you can do by the Siddharacharya. So what is the Siddharacharya's formula? You know what is the Siddharacharya's formula? Siddharacharya's formula is ax, if ax square plus bx plus c is a quadratic standard quadratic equation. If it is a 0, then we can easily get the value of x as minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. So this is Siddharacharya's formula. So here what a is how much? A is 1, b is 241, and c is what? C is very large number 9972. So if you put these values, then you got the value of x, means n. Here it is in n. So n we got as two values. One will be coming to minus 277, and another one is plus 36. N is what? Number of transaction. So number of transaction cannot be negative, and that's why n become 36. 36 month. So n is 36, as n cannot be negative, so the 36 month means 3 years. There is another way by which you can do. This is known as the trial and error method. That means what? The difference of two numbers should be 241. So if one number and they should be subtracted, since this sign is minus n. So the difference will be 241 and they should be subtracted. So that means if one number is 261, then the other number will be what? 20. So that their difference will be 240. If you multiply these numbers, you got less than 9972. So that means 6 to the 12, 2 to the 4, 5. So that means you have to increase these two values. So if you change 261 to 271, then what? This value will be changed to 30, because the difference should remain this. So now what do you got? We got the value is increases from this side. 3 1 the 3, 3 7 the 21, 3 2 the 6, 8. But it is still less than 9972. So by trial and error method, and you should know that the multiplication of gives the unit digit as 2. So unit digit will be 2 coming with 3 4, okay, 7 6 4 3 6 2, like that. So that means what? If we take the value the 7 and 6, that means one number is 277 and another number is 36, then only we got the product as 9972 if you check it. So these are the few trial and error method by which you can do, or you can go with the Siddharacharya's formula. You got the value of n as 277 in the minus and 36 as plus. But since n cannot be negative, so that's why the value of n is 36 month, and 36 month will be how much? 36 by 12, that is 3 years. Hope you enjoy the whole thing you do in your homework. If you have a Selena book, try to solve all the sums from the Selena books. And if you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you. And if you have any doubt, please let me know so that I can solve it and send it to you. Thank you.